A traditional meat ragu generally takes about an hour to cook at home because you want all those beautiful flavours to meld together. But after a long day at work, who's got an hour to spare? Most people don't. Enter my express lamb ragu. We're going to sear our meat first in the pan to get a beautiful caramelisation on that meat, and then flip it over and add the rest of the ingredients to deliver maximum flavour in minimum time. So let's get started. To our meat, we add some salt and pepper. So we're using a lamb mince today, but this recipe is quite flexible. You could use a beef mince if you like, but I generally love lamb. I'm just going to mix that through to season our meat. And then what I'm going to do is flatten our meat patty. You know, imagine you're creating a flat, large hamburger patty because you want it nice and flat so the meat can sear nicely and it can caramelise really quickly in the pan. To this pan, we add 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil. We want our pan nice and hot. And I'm going to press that meat straight into the pan. Oh, listen to that sizzle, that's what you want. I'm going to cook it on this side for 3 minutes until we form a nice caramelised crust. Then after a minute, I'll flip it over. But while that's cooking, let's get on to chopping our onion. We want a nice fine chop here because this sauce is cooking very quickly. Meat ragus are always very popular for families because kids love nothing more than a minced sauce. I've got 3 kids and that is always their first request for dinner. And we want about 2 teaspoons of chopped rosemary as well. Lamb and rosemary pair beautifully together. Now, if you don't want to use rosemary here, if you are making a beef mince instead of a lamb mince, you can also use some dried oregano or your favourite Italian herbs. Okay, our lamb's ready to be turned over. We want some nice caramelisation on that base. Oh, that's looking lovely. Those crispy caramelised bits are going to give our ragu a really nice, rich flavour. Now we're ready to add our next ingredients. Some minced garlic, some tomato paste, and some allspice. This is one of my favourite seasonings. It has delicious floral notes. Our onion goes in, and our rosemary. We're going to break this up and combine all our ingredients. We also want to cook off that tomato paste. Okay, our meat has beautifully caramelised and our onions are nice and translucent. So now it's time for our crushed tomatoes. They go straight in. And we're also going to add just a little splash of water, just to thin out our sauce a little. Now I'm going to let this simmer uncovered for 8 minutes to thicken our sauce, and at the 6-minute mark, I'm going to cook our pasta. Time to cook our gluten-free tagliatelle. Now the beauty of this pasta is it's a fresh pasta, so it only needs 2 minutes to cook. Unlike dry pasta, it cooks in a fraction of the time. So gluten-free fresh pasta is fantastic for express midweek recipes. Our pasta's ready. We're going to drag that straight across into our sauce because I want some of that starchy pasta water to come along with me, because that's going to help create a really silky sauce. Give that a quick stir to bring it all together. It's looking nice and silky. And we're ready to plate. Straight in it goes. Look at how rich and luscious that lamb bolognese sauce is. Your family is going to be so impressed. Some grated parmesan or pecorino, straight over the top. And I always love to finish with a sprinkling of freshly cracked pepper. Now, time to taste this luscious, extra rich ragu. You would have no idea it was cooked in under 15 minutes. Express lamb ragu with tagliatelle. Make sure you add this one to your midweek repertoire.